Testing 1, 2, 3. Putaklaku reporting live from the world famous academy.
Amaka, oh Amaka, you dey bust my oblongata. I'm liking your waist, I'm liking your face, I'm liking the way you dey waka. Amaka, oh Amaka, have mercy on your baka. Can I enter the place? I'm liking your waist, can I have a taste? Amaka, Amaka, oh Amaka, you dey bust my oblongata. I'm liking your waist, I'm liking your face, I'm liking the way you dey waka. Amaka, oh Amaka, have mercy on your baka.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amaka. So I have a Capelli Amore hair review for you guys. I already recorded this video and it was so amazing, and of course I deleted it, or it got deleted. I don't know who deleted it. It was probably me. But anyway, so I have a hair review for you guys. I am here with my beautiful Capelli Amore wig. This is not a sponsored video, so this is the tea, the sugar, and the honey. So here's the wig. And I had somebody make it. So I got 3 tracks in frontal, and I had somebody make it into a wig for me. I got this deep wave hair from Capelli Amore. I got 22, 20, and 18, and I got a 16-inch silk top frontal. So a silk top frontal basically has silk at this part. Got a little thread still in there. And lace. So it's not fully silk or lace. It's kind of a combination of both. So I'll give you the sugar and the honey before I give you the tea. So I literally just picked this hair up out of the box that I keep it in. So it's not washed, it's not conditioned. So this is kind of how it stayed. And the last time I wore it was probably in September. It's March now. I bought this hair with my own money. I paid about $426. Yes, that's what it was. $426 for this hair. The frontal alone was $188, and this is all before tax and shipping. So I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was fresh off my internship and I thought I was balling, but yeah, I probably would never pay, 1, for $200 for a frontal like this again, and 2, nah, just no. The hair is super soft. It's still really soft. It took color so well. This is the first time I ever colored hair. So if you have colored hair before and you think about the first time you colored hair, it's not always perfect the first time, and sometimes you can end up damaging your bundles. So I think that this hair took the color so well. I put pictures in the video too, just so that you guys could see how the color looked over time. And I literally cannot stop looking at the little like camera thing that shows you what I'm doing. I gotta do better at looking at the camera. Sorry guys. Ooh, oh gosh. Anyway, so the deep wave texture was so pretty. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful when I first got it. When I dyed it, it did loosen a little bit, which was kind of unfortunate, but the hair curl pattern still was really pretty. So I got this hair at the end of 2016. So I had been researching frontals for like a year at this point, and I was so thirsty to get one because I had just gone natural and I really wanted to still wear weaves and not mess up my natural hair and start to really like understand it better. So yeah, I bought the hair in like October, November. It was like homecoming time, so like October, and I dyed it in April, basically May. So about 6 months later I dyed it. The hair was still holding up okay. The frontal was a hot mess, and I'll get to that later. That's the tea, sis. But the rest of the hair was doing great. So minimal shedding. The frontal shed a lot. There was almost no tangling. The frontal tangled a lot. And yeah, so here is the worst part about this hair, which honestly is so upsetting because like I said, this is the first hair I ever dyed. Like this was my like bad B hair. Like whenever I had this hair on, sis, I was slaying. But it didn't want to work with me. So keep in mind, frontals don't last as long as bundles do for obvious reasons. You know, the lace, it's a little bit more sensitive than a regular weft. So considering that it's been about, maybe I'd say like a year and 5 months since I've had this hair, it held up so well. I probably will still wear this hair, but I do need to get a replacement deep wave hair that I can dye this way and keep for longer, because this one did not last. And I will show you guys the tea. So right after I dyed it in April, and around summertime, I would say, I started to notice this. I don't know if it started at that time, but this is when I noticed it. The frontal started to like bald. And I did not bleach the knots. As you can see, you can kind of see that I didn't bleach the knots. And this is the other side. I really tried to cover it up, but I'm pretty sure people probably saw this and just didn't say anything because they didn't want to be like, make me feel bad. Oh, whoops. And then the frontal tangled so much, so even right now, it would be like thick knots, like right here. Like I can't get my thumb through this. It's like, and I have tried a silicone mix. I've tried it several times on this hair actually. Maybe like actually twice or 3 times. Once after I dyed it, and then that's when I had found out about it. And then I think I did it again in September when I wore this hair for my birthday. That's that outfit with the white and the blue and white and green top. That's the last time I wore this hair, and I wore it as the middle part. And at that time it was balding just like this, but because I wore it in the middle part, I tried to kind of cover it up. But yeah, this frontal didn't last, and it's really upsetting. I mean, I don't know how long they say their frontals last, or if it was maybe because I got a silk top frontal and that's just not a thing anymore, probably for good reason. But I thought I was getting like, you know, the top of the top, and I was so wrong. Don't get a silk top frontal. So yeah, the frontal was kind of just the worst part. I think had I just gotten bundles, I would have been perfectly satisfied, perfectly happy. The bundles are still soft. The, you know, bundles lasted, but the frontal just was tough from day one. It tangled all at the root. It shed so much before dyeing it even. I used to keep a perfume bottle with water, conditioner, and oil in it, and I would shake it up and spray on my hair so that it didn't look like I was like trying to like, you know, keep my hair together, like, you know, when we used to carry the paddle brushes around. So I would spray the hair. I would mostly spray the frontal, because even now you could see that the curl of the frontal is like, even the parts that aren't dyed, it's just like limp. And then the curl of the bundles is like full and like last. And then I will say another thing that really bothered me was that, so for the 22-inch length, I'm not used to 22-inch hair, I'm not gonna lie. So I usually go 18, 16, but this time I wanted to get super long hair. It was a deeper curl, so I wanted to get, you know, longer hair. And the hair honestly like hits me right below my, or right above my butt. And I'm 5'8", so I'm tall. So the hair was super long, but the problem was, I think they gave me the wrong length, because I don't think that was a 22, because the 18 was here, the 20 was here, and then the 22 was like down there somewhere. So I'm like, okay, 1, it's not even proportional. 2, I'm pretty sure it's the wrong length. And 3, the curl was like super loose. So I think it was even the wrong hair texture. But you can kind of see like this wave is like limp, girl. And then the difference. And you can see how it's like weirdly longer. And then the other curls are like really, really dense and shorter. So I kept cutting this hair, and I kept cutting it. Thankfully, it didn't shed a lot. I kept cutting it because it just didn't look right. I looked like I had 3 different textures in my hair, because the bottom was a different texture than the shorter lengths, and then the frontal was like doing its own thing. And then the lengths just looked all off because the frontal was, again, doing its own thing. And the longest length was like too long and the wrong texture. So I was very unhappy about getting this hair, but it was homecoming time and I needed some hair. People really loved the curl. Like I said, I worked just to make sure the hair looked good. Yeah, it's kind of tangling a little bit now, but I also haven't washed it in like months. So you can see how good the hair is, but the frontal was horrible. I really worked to make sure that the hair looked good. I did get a lot of compliments on this hair, but girl, that was work. That was a lot of work. And yes, virgin hair is a lot of work at times, but the reason why we pay all that money is so that we put the work in that a couple good times and it lasts. And this did not do that. And for $426, I'm just mad I did that. Like I could have used that money now. But yeah, I'm over it, kind of. So yeah, so this is the hair. And this is my review, my very first review. Well, second, since that first video deleted. Canon. So I would definitely recommend the bundles. I think the bundles were beautiful and they were soft. The curl was really pretty. I would absolutely not recommend the frontal. Even, you know, having holes and stuff in it. I figured that's equated to time, but I just really was unhappy with the frontal. The hair did get some split ends from dyeing it, which I don't really care about, but some people do. Hopefully their frontal game has gotten better since, you know, a year ago, but nah. A lot of people asked me about this hair and I was straight up like, no, don't buy it. I was just not pleased. So this is my review. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe below. If you want to see more hair videos, let me know, sis, because I got hair, girl. I got bundles and packs and all that. So yeah. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Phone was going off on a Wednesday.